Welcome back to Meandering Through Time with our history columnist, Michael Rainville Jr. Michael, it's great to have you back.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So last month, you took us meandering through time back to the oldest cemetery in the city, Maple Hill Cemetery, which is now Beltrami Park. So what do you have in store for us this month?
Well, now that we're in the season of thankfulness, I'm going to tell the story of the 1982 Thanksgiving Day fire and the brave firefighters who saved downtown Minneapolis. So, back during the late evening on November 25th, 1982, Thanksgiving Day, two teenagers crawled through a snow fence, broke down a plywood door, and started exploring the partially demolished former location of Donaldson's department store. As they were rummaging around, they stumbled upon some matches and a butane torch. After the two boys started a fire, it quickly spread to the fifth floor of the Northwestern National Bank building. 80 on-duty firefighters and 18 fire trucks responded to the five-alarm fire immediately. Smoke made its way through the skyway and filled the skies were just ablaze in downtown. The fire was spreading quickly, and there was fear that all of downtown would go up in flames. So, 50 off-duty firefighters and four more fire trucks quickly arrived on the scene to help those first responders. The 130 courageous firefighters fought the fire for 12 hours when it was finally contained, with crews working until the following Monday to put out the fire completely. The firefighters did an unbelievably amazing job at fighting the fire, as it didn't spread any further than the vacant Donaldsons and the bank building, and thankfully, there were no civilian injuries. However, 10 firefighters were taken to Hennepin County Medical Center, treated for minor smoke inhalation, and were released in the coming days. Once the dust settled, roughly 500,000 square feet of office space was lost and $90 million of damage was done. But hanging in an exhibition on the skyway level of the bank building was a Curtiss biplane, Charles Lindbergh's first plane untouched by the flames. The tragedy of the fire was followed by the gratefulness that no civilians were hurt and the realization of what could have been. If the fire happened just one day before, there would have been thousands of workers in the buildings of downtown and in their vehicles during rush hour. If the Minneapolis Fire Department wasn't quick to act and fight the fire in the best possible way, the heart of town would have been in ruin.
Wow, it's great that they managed to stop the spread so quickly.
Oh, for sure. Many people were even holding their breath, expecting the worst. In fact, Assistant Fire Chief Tim Dickinson had to make a tough call to his neighbor and president of the city council at the time, Alice Rainville, who was also my great aunt. At the time, she was in Los Angeles for a League of Cities conference, and he told her that if the wind were to continue to blow in its current direction, he would have to call the Dayton family and tell them he was going to implode Dayton's department store to act as a fire break. Thankfully, that never had to be done. Those firefighters really did save downtown.
Well, thank goodness for the firefighters and first responders. It would have definitely been a catastrophe if they wouldn't have done their jobs as perfectly as they did that day.
Yeah.
And that is a Thanksgiving to remember for sure. Thank you so much for sharing that story, Michael.
Oh, sure thing. I always have a great time here sharing all this history.
All right, we'll see you next time.
All right.
Bye. Thank you for joining us. We hope you'll be back for December's show when we'll have guests from the Mill City Farmers Market, Northeast Tea House, and Heroes Among Us. We'll share more local history, we'll learn more about what's going on in the Minneapolis riverfront, and we'll learn ways that we can cut down on waste. If you have show ideas or comments, feel free to send those to our producer, Becky Fillinger. She can be reached at becky_fillinger@hotmail.com. See you next month.